So first, here, Buddhist concept, okay, in order to get rid of fear of death, we have to show face to the death and dying. So to showing face to the death and dying, the first step is we should really think death is certain. So one day, I will going to die. Even these things sometimes very difficult. Many people maybe never think about I will going to die. So just think, oh, death is certain. I will going to die. It's not only the brain. Really use that logic, those reasons. You should. Nobody survive in this. This world. There are very famous teachers came here. Very intelligent doctors came here. Very rich people, very powerful people came here. Finally, they're all gone. Nobody survived. From the religious point of view, is from Buddhist, Buddha himself, right? 2,500 years ago, came here, finally gone, finished. So nobody survived. Use those logic. My great-great-grand, my grandparent, they're all this, finally they're all gone. Nobody there. So one day, it will come to me. So that's very important. It's not by only the brain level, rather by heart. Believe that. So that's why we call analytical meditation. Think again and again. Oh, one day I will going to die. It's a little bit fear. It's a little bit uncomfortable, of course, because we have so much attachments. So why it is fear for me? When you think about that, makes you fear, makes you uncomfortable. When you realize that, you should don't reject, you should don't avoid it. If you go that, your attachments win, you lose. So when you feel like a fear, very uncomfortable feeling, you think, wow, those enemies there, I have to get rid of them. Fear, because of I have attachment in this life, very emphasized. So as long as if I don't get rid of these causes, one day they will take over me. Then it's create full of fear for me. So when I feel uncomfortable, I have to be more focused to get rid of that, to stop that. So, encourage oneself. Just think about that is certain. That is really one day I will going to die. Then second, actually there's many other reasons. The first, death is certain. They say death is certain because nobody can able to stop that. Medicine, any powerful, whatever we have, money, power, whatever, nobody can able to stop the death. So that's the one reason. We think, nobody can able to stop death. So I think that's why one day I have to die. And my lifespan never increasing. It's day by day decreasing, right? Our lifespan is day by day decreasing. We are day by day getting closer, closer, closer to the death. Then one day fall down, right? So we are getting closer, closer to that. Day by day, 1 second, second by second, I'm getting closer, closer, closer to the death. So that's the reality. Then second stage is the time of death is uncertain. So many people might think, oh, one day I will going to die, but not today, not this month, not this year, maybe after 10 months or 10 years, maybe after 20 years, maybe after 50 years. Not today, not this week, not that month. That's the measure. We have that. Even like the person who is dying still might be thinking, not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next. Still thinking there's something hope. We're keeping that. So here, because of that reason, Then same, we're doing same things, attachment, still holding. And that's, so here the second step is the time of death is uncertain. So the time of death is uncertain, which means the reason is, oh, when will I die? Nobody knows. Maybe next year, maybe next month, or next week, maybe tomorrow. Nobody knows, right? That's the truth, that's the reality. The reason is because general, all the world, all sentient beings, our life is no guarantee, general. And specific when you think about the death life, it doesn't mean about the age. There are many young age dying. There are very healthy people are dying. So also thinking the condition of death, so many. Condition of survive is very small. Condition of life is small. Condition of death is so many. Food supposed to be a condition for life, but sometimes food will become a condition of death. Medicine also condition become of death. So there are so many conditions for death. So we think the time of death is uncertain. So think again and again that, then finally you feel something. Oh, the time of death is really uncertain. Then third, at the time of death, nobody can help, which means my money can't, my family can't, my resource, never, ever, nobody can able to help, except peace of my mind. As long as if my mind is peaceful, happy, then that will help me at the time of death, really happy feeling. So accept that any external thing, nobody. Sometimes the external family, instead of help, makes you more worse things. I'm dying, they are crying, screaming, makes more sadness, makes more worry instead of helping. It's not going to. You alone going, and those families surrounded you, screaming, crying, whatever they do, it can't stop your death, right? You seeing these things makes you more worry, more sad, more worry. Your material, you living in a royal, very expensive things surrounded you. At the time of death, nobody. The gold, whatever you have, material, nobody can help. Instead of helping those material, makes you more fear, more worry. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to lose them. So really unbearable pain, sufferings, living with that. So at the time of death, nobody can help except your inner peace of your mind. It's called dharma. Peace of your mind can only help. So that's when you think again and again. That will first, instead of avoiding the death, we again thinking, oh, one day I have to leave. One day I will going to die. Second, the time of death is uncertain. We don't know. There are so many conditions for death, natural disaster, or the accidents, or disease, or so many conditions there. You don't know when will I die. And at the time of death, my work, my job, my money, my family, nobody can help me. Today, from childhood to till today, working very hardly to accumulate these material things. Our life is, we sacrifice to get all those material. But at the time of death, these will not going to help. Instead of helping, they will make me more miserable life, more fearful life. So think again these, really, your mind is slightly change. Change, which means what they're changing is they help to reduce that attachment on this material. So that's the one worse our suffering, which is created by human attachments. Even in the present moment of our life today, we have so much stress, we have so much depression, we have so much fear, we have so much worry we have today, right? Everybody have that. Fear, worry, depression, stress. What are the causes? They are external things. These are the just condition. One of the root causes of this, pain is created by human attachments. We have so many attachments. We have a very high expectation. So many attachments. We want this, I didn't get that, I worry. I have that, I fear for losing this again. You don't have, you are suffering. I want this. Because of not having them, I'm suffering. When you have that, you have suffering for losing these things again. All those suffering, the root causes where they come from. Attachments, very clear. As long as so many attachments we have, how much you get it, how much you achieve, how much you create it, deep of your heart, always be living with fear, always be living with worry. If you don't have, you have fear, you have worry, you have depression because of not having them. You are not satisfied. Then even if you have, deep of your heart, have fear of losing these things. Oh, I will going to lose that. Then all the dramas we have to do today to protect these things. So you